I created my YouTube channel in June of this year, and although I've only been here for about 4 to 5 months, there's a number of different flaws that I've recognized within the art commentary community, and I think it would be valuable to discuss some of those things today because why not? Hi guys, gals, gays, and theys. There is much I want to discuss about the art commentary community today, but before I begin, let's first talk about this very cool drawing tablet I received. Gaomon is a company that was nice enough to send me their PD 1560 Pro drawing tablet to try out and review for you guys. I've never had a tablet like this, so it was really exciting for me to try it out. It comes with a little pouch to carry the tablet in, the tablet, obviously, an adjustable stand to keep the tablet propped up where you can see it, a power adapter, a pen holder with extra nibs inside, the cables and wires to plug the tablet into your computer, a pen, and the manual. The screen of the tablet is honestly really nice. It's matte and glare resistant, which is super great. It was also very satisfying to peel the thingamabob off the tablet. Maybe if I get 20,000 likes, I'll make an ASMR channel. The screen of the tablet is huge, 15.6 inches to be precise, and I love the pen sensitivity. It's really great because you can actually see what you're drawing as you're drawing it, so you no longer have to be looking up at your screen constantly as you do with normal drawing tablets. The only real critique I have of it is that the express keys on the side, which are customizable by the way, are located on the left side of the tablet, and being a lefty myself, they aren't quite as helpful as they would be for a right-handed person. It would be cool if I could turn the tablet upside down and just flip the screen so I could use the express keys more efficiently, but that's my only real nitpick with it. I really enjoyed using this tablet, and I used it throughout the making of this speed paint. It's pretty affordable in comparison to other tablets like it on the market, and it was quite easy to set up as well. If you're interested in this tablet at all, the link will be in the description below. I really enjoyed using it, and while it comes with a learning curve, it's definitely worth it. It was fun trying it out, and I'm happy to say it's a solid tablet with great pen sensitivity and workspace area. There's also currently a $30 coupon off your purchase, so if you're considering treating yourself for the holidays or want to add it to your Christmas wish list, definitely consider the Gaomon PD 1560 Pro because it has Omnia's stamp of approval. Onto the topic of the video. Thank you once again to Gaomon for being kind enough to send me your tablet to try out. I used it throughout the making of this speed paint, and I definitely plan on using it a ton more in the future. It's been helping me be more mindful of my line weight and improving my art a ton, which is something I'm super appreciative of and have been enjoying ever since I received it, so thank you again. So, the art commentary community. What's up with her? Why am I so concerned? Well, due to some recent events, I've seen some things transpire, some less than ideal responses, and I've come to the realization that the art commentary community is not really what it makes itself out to be. This has been a problem for years and isn't just something I've noticed. Even within the broader genre of commentary, there's been plenty of videos discussing the pitfalls of some of the creators who shape the genre for what it is and the most well-known creators in the niche. Some of these videos reiterate my thoughts exactly, while other things differ between the art commentary community and the regular commentary community. Let's discuss the key differences between the two. Art commentary and regular commentary don't tend to be that different. Art commentary is usually just commentary with a speed paint running in the background, while regular commentary is either a regular video of a person talking, or gameplay, or other footage playing. That's actually one of the key distinctions. Art commentators also tend to focus on other artists and critique their actions, especially within the animation community or just other artists on the platform. The most basic and universal topics art commentators talk about is tracing, art theft, bases, and stuff like that. They also usually sprinkle in the occasional speed paint storytime and comment on other trends happening in the art community like fixing art or the Inktober controversy. Art commentators can grow out of the niche and become regular commentators like our favorite boy D'Angelo Wallace. There are also commentators who play speed paints in the background while talking about non-artist related stuff like Creepshow Art, who has talked about drama that extends beyond the art community. So in conclusion, art commentators can be very diverse and varied with their approach, but there are general characteristics to all of them. Some of them dabble in animation, some of them dabble in controversy and drama, some of them stick to storytimes and storytime animations, and some simply make how-tos and tutorials on how to improve your art. Considering all this, I would probably describe myself as an art commentator, and I started my channel with the intention of being one. I used to be a regular watcher of some of the people you probably watch, people who have now become peers and friends of mine since I've grown to what I am now, which is honestly weird considering how I felt so distant from the creator as a viewer, and now that I am a creator myself, it's like, I am one of you, I am now part of this creator community, and now that I'm integrated in this community as a creator, I feel like I've been afforded a perspective that I could have never come by when I was a viewer, and that's something I find particularly interesting. In this video, as I'm discussing the various flaws of the community, I would like to compare my beliefs I had about art commentary from the viewer's perspective and from my newfound creator's perspective, because those are two very different views, and you'd be surprised how much they differ from one another. 1. The art commentary community is cliquey. It's no surprise that there will be creators who hang out with other creators and be friends with them, but I've come to find out it's less about being friendly or impartial towards people outside the clique, but rather catty and a little defamatory. It's kind of like a huge high school where the cliques stay with one another and don't want to associate with anyone else, which is kind of weird considering there has been no effort to get to know each other in the first place. It's like one of your friends in middle school saying,
"You can't be friends with Veronica because I don't like her."
And you're automatically supposed to hate Veronica because your friend said so, not knowing a single thing about her or what she did. Some creators in this community are genuinely like that. They hiss at anyone who walks by that they may know nothing about, but hate just because someone else in the clique said so. It's really strange. I frankly don't really have opinions on other creators unless they've done something that I personally see as wrong or needs improvement, and I'm friends with creators who support me and my content. There's no need for cliques or hive mentalities. Just being friendly or even just impartial to other creators would probably benefit a lot of people in the community. 2. Some creators aren't really who they say they are. This is something that hit me the hardest when I first became a creator and began growing a bit. Once again, since I was a viewer before starting my channel, I already had preconceived ideas of what these creators would be like and how they would act. However, I think it's a little foolish to judge someone's personality off of how they act in their videos, because you would be surprised. As a viewer, I just kind of thought, oh yeah, this person acts this way in their videos, so they must act like that outside of YouTube too. And that's just not the case. This could be argued for any online persona, whether that's in the art commentary community or elsewhere. And while I'm using these sweeping generalized statements, just recognize that these statements can be applied to some creators, not all. Some creators I've met are extremely authentic with their content, and their YouTube persona and outside persona are exactly congruent with one another. Others, not so much. Just be wary of that and keep that in mind, because you'll save yourself a world of disappointment doing so. 3. Personal relationships often cloud judgment way too easily, and that's something that needs to be discussed. This kind of ties in with my first points about cliques, but something that really rubs me the wrong way is the fact that cliques appear to die on the hills of their friendship, even if their friend is completely in the wrong. For example, you're in a friend group of like 6 people. One of your friends does something really bad, like, I don't know, punches someone in the face unprovoked. The friend who punched someone in the face is then called out by other people, and your entire friend group just decides to huddle together and protect your friend at all costs, regardless of the morality of the situation or the fact that your friend is simply an asshole. No, it doesn't matter that they did a shitty thing. You're their friend. You're their ride or die. They should never face any backlash ever, even when the thing they did was blatantly wrong and uncalled for, because you're their friend, right? Like I said, it just sounds like something middle schoolers or high schoolers would do, not people with whole platforms with audiences that look up to them. Like, no, you shouldn't always simp for your homies. Maybe simp for them most of the time, but if they do something you don't condone or you see something that they could do to improve, let them know. Friendships don't have to be black and white. You're either with me or you're against me. There's nuance to friendship, and I don't want any of my friends to wholly and unequivocally simp for me 25/8. I want some friends I can rely on to call me out when I do something wrong and will be the first ones to tell me where I can improve. Echo chambers and friends who enable you, regardless of the implications of your actions, are dangerous. Real friends keep you in check when necessary. People who lick your boots blindly aren't friends. They're worshippers. 4. This is a controversial point, but a very real one regardless. Some creators in the art commentary community are so ready to dish out any and all criticism, going all in, detailing every single wrong thing anyone has ever done in their entire life, only for them to fall like a house of cards at the faintest wind of constructive critique that blows their way. It's very interesting to watch because it's like, okay, if you're a commentator and you're constantly harping on the idea that people need to quote-unquote learn to take criticism, why is it so hard for you to do the same? Are good, sincere, genuine apologies really that hard to make? Or do we constantly have to be on the defensive to prove to everyone that we're right about everything all the time? Heck, even I've come under fire at one point for insinuating something very negative in my first Dolly Guts video, and I still think about it to this very day, even if I made that video months ago, because I worry about the impact my words had at the time. I've since apologized, removed that part of the video, and I do regret ever saying the things I said in the video, but it's a lesson lived and learned, and I'm definitely a better person for it. But that's the difference between commentators who are receptive to critique and commentators who are willing to put up any and all defenses in order to preserve their ego. More often than not, though, it's a choice between being a stronger, better person in the future or being an egotistical, disliked individual in the here and now. 5, and this is my final point, some art commentators, and regular commentators alike, need to learn the difference between constructive critique and destructive critique. Lucky for you, I have a video on that already because it's one of the fundamental things that you must understand if you want to be a helpful commentary channel in any capacity. Calling someone ugly is not a critique. Shocker, I know. Insulting someone's personality or something fundamental to their being is not a critique. Again, wild, I know. If you want to be a good commentary channel, calling people lobotomites isn't going to help your point gain any credibility. In fact, it kinda destroys it. All in all, I would love to see some improvement in the art commentary community and just the commentary community more broadly. I do want to see more quality critiques coming from this. I want to see more solid takes on issues. Even if I don't necessarily agree with them, I just want to see better content. I just really want good videos to come out of this community, not ones that are simply riddled with meaningless insults and unnecessary, uncalled for jabs at people for who they are or how they look or their stance on an issue. I want some meat, I want some potatoes, I don't want the crumbs or leftovers, and that's what this community is serving me. Crumbs and leftovers. Very weird analogy to end the video off with, but that's all from me. Huge ups to my patrons as always with 2 special newcomers, Glitchy Garbage and Golden Castles. Thanks a ton for pledging, and I'm so happy you both are now a part of the patron community. Do consider signing up to be a patron if you haven't already. Thank you to Nova Heart Art for this very cool fan art of me and Kai. I'll catch y'all next time. Bye!